Hi guys, welcome to classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's video. Now, let's do this. Before you get started, please subscribe. That's right. And please ring that bell, and then you'll know when I put a new video out. Today's video is by request on the British invasion. I try to do my best to any requests that you might have. Such as then I'm here to tell you there's going to be something here for everyone. There's bluegrass, country, rock and roll. Today's is the British invasion. Tomorrow's is by request. My favorite, Jim Reeves. There's two reasons why I did that. One was because it was requested, and the other is because it's my favorite country music artist, Jim Reeves, smooth as silk. But today, the British invasion. The 5 top British invasion bands. Let's take a look. We'll start with the Beatles. For many listeners, the Beatles embodied the British invasion. Born in Liverpool, England in '63, the band, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr, enjoyed unparalleled success, netting the most #1 hits on both American and UK charts in music history. Their songs, which encompassed everything from catchy hits like I Want to Hold Your Hand to psychedelic epics like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band, continued to wield enormous influence over popular music. Each Beatle enjoyed substantial success as a solo artist after the band called it quits in 1970. The Rolling Stones, formed in London in '62, and guitarist Keith Richards struck up a friendship with vocalist Mick Jagger over their shared love of American blues music. The Rolling Stones were, in many ways, as influential over rock and roll as the Beatles. The band, which initially counted Brian Jones, Billy Wyman, and Charlie Watts in its lineup, helped to bring attention to American roots music, blues, R&B, and country, to a broader audience. They also crafted a remarkable and lasting catalog of original material, including I Can't Get No Satisfaction, Sympathy for the Devil, and Wild Horses, which set the bar for raw, soulful, and defiant rock and roll. The Who. Early concert posters for The Who described their music as maximum R&B. The band's original quartet of players, Roger Daltrey, Pete Townsend, John Entwistle, and Keith Moon, exploded the boundaries of that phrase with songs fueled by incredible energy and volume, and blues-driven grit. Early singles like My Generation depicted the punk scene with a snarling attitude and hard-hitting guitar riffs. Still, the band proved equally adept at grand concept like the rock opera Tommy, and rock anthems like Won't Get Fooled Again. The Who and the Stones are the most prominent British invasion group in the 21st century. The Kinks, the Muscle Hill London group, formed by brothers Ray Davies and Dave Davies, with Peter Quaife and Mick Avery, never enjoyed the phenomenal chart success as the Beatles or the Stones. The Kinks were well loved for crafting raucous sonic knockouts like You Really Got Me, and more delicate and melancholy material like Waterloo. England and what it meant to be English was at the heart of their best material. Like the wistful 1968 album, The Kinks Are the Village Green Society. The band parted ways in '97, but fans remain hopeful that the Davies can set aside their differences for a reunion. And the Yardbirds. Blues informed everything for the Yardbirds, which formed in London in '63 with the original lineup Keith Relf, Eric Clapton, Chris Dreja, Paul Samuel Smith, and Jim McCarty. Strove to preserve the spirit of Chicago and Southern blues musicians through covers of material by Bo Diddley and Sonny Boy Williamson, but expanded their palette to include pop and psychedelic rock in later years. The Yardbirds were a significant contribution to the British invasion, and its 3 legendary guitarists, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin, were all in the ranks before a 1968 breakup. And there you go. Was not a huge British invasion fan. I did like some of the Beatles, more of the Stones, but as far as the Yardbirds go, when they did their solo stuff, Eric Clapton, big influence on me. Jimmy Page, love Led Zeppelin. But that's what That's the top 5. There you go. If you have a better one, let me know. Put your top 5 in the comments below. Appreciate it. That's all I have for you. Have a great day. Well, please subscribe. I keep forgetting to tell you that. Maybe that's why I'm not getting a lot of subscribers. Please subscribe. There you go. Have a great day. God bless, and I'll be praying for you.